One night with the Sultan could make a woman queen, or forgotten. In a palace of gold and secrets, where every step echoed with ambition and desire, women waited in silence. Each night, a single choice from the Sultan could change everything. One woman would be summoned, dressed in silk, trembling with hope. For her, it could be the beginning of power, love, or a silent fall into oblivion. Because in the Ottoman harem, one night with the Sultan could make her a queen, or forgotten forever. In the Ottoman Empire, the imperial harem was a political hub where women competed for influence and power. Intimate relationships with the Sultan were not solely about attraction but were deeply tied to politics, alliances, and ambitions, shaping both individual fates and the empire's direction. The Ottoman harem operated as a structured hierarchy, from concubines to the valid Sultan. Women entered as slaves or through alliances, governed by strict rules within a competitive environment. Intimate ties with the Sultan were political acts, often shifting the court's balance of power. For women in the Ottoman harem, intimacy with the Sultan was a path to status and power. A concubine who bore a son could gain significant influence, as her rank rose with her child's. Mothers of potential heirs enjoyed privileges and wealth, making intimacy both a personal and political strategy. Some women in the Ottoman harem gained enduring power beyond intimacy. The valid Sultan, typically the Sultan's mother, wielded immense influence secured by her past relationship with the former Sultan. Figures like Qasem and Harem Sultan showcased how strategic navigation of harem politics could lead to lasting imperial authority. While Ottoman sultans practiced concubinage, they also formed strategic marriages to forge alliances with influential families or foreign powers. These unions were politically driven rather than based on love. However, intimate relationships with concubines, especially those who bore sons, often held greater influence in the court than official marriages. Harem Sultan exemplified a concubine who rose to unprecedented power, becoming Sultan Suleiman's lawful wife. Her intelligence, charm, and influence extended beyond the harem into diplomacy and politics. Her relationship with Suleiman, grounded in intimacy and intellectual compatibility, shows how personal bonds could significantly shape historical events. Eunuchs, especially the Kisler Aga, wielded considerable power in the Ottoman harem as intermediaries between the Sultan and harem women. Their unique access made them essential for women seeking favor, as eunuchs arranged meetings, relayed messages, and influenced harem dynamics, often impacting intimacy and power within the palace. Though beauty initially drew a sultan's attention, it was often a woman's charm, wit, and intelligence that sustained her influence. Sultans valued partners capable of intellectual exchange and counsel on state affairs. A woman who combined beauty with intelligence was more likely to secure lasting influence in the empire. In the Ottoman harem, intimacy directly influenced imperial succession. A concubine who bore a son held power, as her child could become sultan. Women who earned the sultan's love and trust were crucial in securing their sons' futures, navigating a complex web of affection, power, and intrigue among competing harem factions. The competitive nature of the harem often led to intense rivalries among women. Jealousy was rampant, and women who fell out of favor could face dire consequences, including banishment or even death. Intimacy with the Sultan was a double-edged sword. While it could elevate a woman's status, it also made her a target for rivals. Women needed to navigate these dangers carefully, using their relationships with the Sultan to secure alliances within the harem and palace. In the Ottoman harem, while many relationships were driven by ambition, Some sultans formed lasting emotional bonds, as with Suleiman and Harem Sultan. These connections, marked by respect, loyalty, and shared goals, went beyond physical attraction, allowing a woman's influence to persist long after youthful passion faded.